Scarlett?
I made it. I'm just kidding. It's my birthday, by the way, so I spent my birthday with all of you.
You're a year closer to death.
Shh. Don't talk about that. Do not. So I was asked, and I will acquiesce this request as a final gesture of respect. I was asked by the former town attorney to read his letter of resignation for the people and for the record. But he did also ask that your letter to him be read so that everyone understands what he's responding to, because his letter doesn't reflect it well enough.
Okay.
So this letter was sent to Mr. Clay Buckner, who was the former Town of Sugar City attorney, on April 4th. Dear Mr. Buckner, as you are aware from your electronic attendance at last night's meeting, I have been sworn in as the Town of Sugar City's mayor, along with 6 trustees. In accordance with Section 31-4-301, subsection 1 CRS, the 7 of us comprise the legislative and corporate authority for the Town of Sugar City. As the mayor of the Town of Sugar City, I preside at all meetings. We are aware that you were appointed to the position of town attorney by the previous Board of Trustees. However, we are unable to locate an ordinance whereby your duties are prescribed as required by Section 31-4-304 CRS. As such, your duties are left to the board, as there is no statute defining the duties of town attorneys of statutory towns. It is left to the Board of Trustees of each municipality to fix and determine the character of services to be rendered and compensation to be paid. And then you cited case law Kinsey v. Hoxton from 1935. It has come to our attention that you attempted to make contact with a single board member last night on her personal cell phone. You are directed that any/all communication pertaining and or related to matters of concern of the Town of Sugar City are to go directly through me. This Board of Trustees has been elected to improve the ethical and legal standing of this wonderful community. Any previous directives and or policies of the previous Board of Trustees that permitted or allowed you to communicate directly with individuals on the board that were not shared with the entirety of the board are hereby terminated immediately. As you are aware, the Board of Trustees voted last night to place Davita Moreland on paid administrative leave pending a hearing of the charges against her. As a reminder, you represent the Town of Sugar City, and the Board of Trustees of the Town of Sugar City is your boss. You report to us. There is a typo, so I will fix it.
Sorry.
You are hereby directed to cease and desist from any all communication with Davita Moreland. As the town's attorney, you represent our interests and not Davita Moreland's personal interests. Any such communication would be outside of your official capacities and outside the scope of your office. Please provide me with an update on the status of the lawsuit filed against the Town of Sugar City for violations of the Open Meeting Act. In your update, please provide copy of any and all court filings, briefs, and or other communications pertaining and or relating to the lawsuit. Additionally, if I am not mistaken, you were in attendance at the executive session in question. If so, it would appear that you may have had a personal conflict that may professionally and ethically prohibit you from representing the Town of Sugar City. Please provide us with any and all notes, memos, recordings, or any other documentation you maintained pertaining and or relating to all executive sessions you attended for the Town of Sugar City. As you are aware, we have scheduled a hearing for Monday, April 8th, 2024. Therefore, please provide us by Sunday, April 7th, 2024, any and all email, electronic, text, digital, or other written communication you have had directly with Davita Moreland from January 1, 2024 to the present. Additionally, if Davita Moreland has called you during that time period, please provide us with the general nature of the phone call. One of the issues we are facing is that today is payroll and the town cannot make payroll because the town has insufficient funds. The trash fund is currently $800 in the hole. The previous oversight and management of this town cannot continue as it has. We look forward to the timely receipt of this information. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me so that such communication may be shared with the entirety of the Board of Trustees. Respectfully submitted, Cindy Carley. And then his response letter is dated April 5th. Dear Board of Trustees, this is my formal letter of resignation. While I had every intention of continuing to proudly represent the town of Sugar City, on April 4th, I received an ill-conceived letter from the mayor, which gives me no choice but to resign my position as town attorney. The tone and plain language of the letter makes it clear that I will not be a respected and or welcome member of the town staff moving forward. The letter's tone is unnecessarily confrontational, dictatorial, and exceeds any executive authority the author presupposes. The plain language casts unmerited aspersions on my legal ethics and professionalism and is tantamount to a unilateral termination, as no self-respecting professional would continue to work in such an accusatory, hostile environment. The letter erroneously assumes and alleges many forms of misconduct, which I will not dignify with a response or defense. Going forward, please be advised that neither the mayor nor any other trustee has the unilateral power to reprimand and or terminate an officer of the town. The town of Sugar City operates under a weak mayor system of government where actions such as this letter are subject to approval by the governing body. In addition to the letter, what I saw at the Board of Trustee meetings on April 3rd, 2024 was not only appalling, but in violation of the Colorado Open Meetings Law. Appalling because of the unprofessional, distasteful way in which the mayor treated the town clerk. Regardless of any issues between town staff and the board, no one deserves to be treated as Ms. Moreland was, and unless rectified, the board has shown they clearly don't deserve Ms. Moreland's selfless service to this community. In violation of the COML, because the board may not take formal action, such as notifying an officer of a termination action without properly noticing the same. Further, the mayor again exceeded executive authority by unilaterally removing Gary Massey from the board without first noticing the issue, public discussion, and without calling for a vote from the government body. If properly noticed and discussed, the board could have been educated of the truth, which is Sugar City has passed 4-year terms by ordinance, and that Mr. Massey is still in fact a sitting trustee. Sadly, all of this was completely preventable, as I was prepared to continue representing the town of Sugar City, remaining loyal to the town's mission, vision, and goals. This board needs to take a hard look at the mayor's letter to me, her treatment of employees, and her total disregard for government body. I read it right, sorry. It is these types of actions that will create liability for the town by promoting defamation, unlawful termination, and COML violation lawsuits. Regardless of this board's trajectory, I will not lower my standards of integrity and respect for others by continuing to serve under someone that shows none. I stand by the work I did for and with the previous board, and it is with great displeasure and sadness that I am not able to continue to support the town of Sugar City's current board. I hope the trustees have the courage to make their voice heard and vote count, oppose autocratic behavior, and do what's best for Sugar City using truth and reason. Finally, I implore the board to see the folly in treating town officers or anyone the way that I and others have been treated. Sugar City is better and deserves better than this. Please believe I truly have no ill intentions in tendering this letter of resignation. As is my practice, my intent is only to be candid and direct in my communications to/with the Board of Trustees. I do wish you all Godspeed